The mics are hot, and so's the gossip. Let's get into it in 3.
Welcome to In 3. I'm Danielle Graham.
And I'm Caleigh.
We got some big Bachelorette news.
Oh, God.
Did you see this coming?
Honestly, I didn't, but it seems like the internet might have.
Figured out that Taylor Frankie Paul is going to be the new Bachelorette?
Yes. The Mormon wife that started it all.
Yeah.
With her swinging scandal.
The center of mom talk.
Is going to be the Bachelorette.
Uh-huh.
I haven't watched. So I was a huge Bachelor fan back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, never missed a season. It was like appointment TV for me, and probably where like my love of all reality TV was born.
Probably.
Because it was one of the forefathers of the of the game, right?
It was.
But when I tell you I abandoned that franchise like a hot potato
a
couple years ago, because it's really just been bad, boring,
snooze fest,
like predictable. Like,
yeah.
What's the word? It's just like they're just repeating the same stuff, and it hasn't updated. And they had to do something.
They sure did.
I didn't see this coming, but I commend them.
Same.
This is a messy choice.
It is.
And I love that for them.
What a way to reinvigorate a show. You're right. That's been a little bit boring and sleepy the last several seasons. I have not touched it, thought about it, considered it for years. I'm in now.
Oh, we are watching.
We are watching.
We are sat.
As you said, Taylor Frankie Paul of The Secret Wives of Mormon. The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives fame. But if you don't know her and you've never watched the show and you have no idea who this person is,
right?
I'm just going to give you a little snippet of how she described herself in a recent Instagram post, okay?
Do that, yeah.
She said, "I'm the type that comes with a lot, crashes out, fixate, cries a lot, overthinks, creates chaos, some call crazy."
Right.
That is a casting director's dream. She's a dream for this type of show.
Though, I think they're calling on a new generation, and I think they had to do that in order to stay in the game. So they're calling on a new generation of viewers, because Gen Z probably is like, what is a Bachelorette? Like, they probably don't even know much about it.
True.
But are they alienating the older generation, like the original generation? For example,
possible.
My mother-in-law is a diehard Bachelor fan.
I love that.
Okay, yeah, love that for her. She doesn't watch a lot of TV, but she's on The Bachelor, and it's like something we can connect on. I don't think she's gonna get this, or I don't think she's gonna get it.
And there's never been this level of messiness on the show.
It's very like it's very PG.
Totally.
It's very like it's just very like good and wholesome, kind of. They have like, they have their, what are they, the fantasy suites, but like it's not really even, it's not very hypersexualized. There's not a lot of crash outs, as she said. I just don't know that generation, my mother-in-law's generation, is gonna be really feeling this. So I think that they're making this is a great casting call, like you said, to get the new generation hooked.
Yes.
But will they lose the original gen?
It's a great point, because your mother-in-law's generation could be like pearl clutching.
Oh, totally.
When we hear about the soft swinging and everything else that's come out about her.
Yeah, two baby daddies. Like, she's not a traditional gal, right?
No.
She's pretty much the opposite of that, and she's a take me as I am kind of girl. She's not going to change for this.
No.
I have a feeling, she's kind of known for, she's so gorgeous. She has an insane body. Like, the whole thing is, the package is stunning.
Yeah.
But she likes to wear like kind of crop tops and sweatpants, and like Ugg slides. I could see her just basically like throwing the old package into the garbage and being like, here's how we're gonna do things. The rose ceremony tonight, I'm like, this is what I'm wearing. I'm gonna wear like a ripped crop top.
You will not see me in a bejeweled gown.
You will not see me in a gown. And
so
yeah,
funny.
I'm really into this for them. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. Oh my God.
I know. Well, I'm in.
I'm in. Let's go.
Great job casting.
Yeah,
it's going to be a great season.
Yeah.
I want to touch back on the Biebers. I know we talked about them last week.
Yeah.
And they really are thriving. They really are. They're doing so well. So they were spotted kind of locally in our neck of the woods in Southern Ontario. They were in Cambridge at a coffee shop. And then they went to Justin sang at a karaoke spot. He popped into a pub, Chicago pub in Cambridge, Ontario, and got on the mic and just like people were floored. Could you imagine being in your local pub in your small town and all of a sudden Justin Bieber walks in and starts singing? It's amazing.
I think it's an important detail to say that he was singing his own songs.
Yes.
So this is something actually that came up for me a couple of weeks ago.
That was the shadiest.
Like, can we just pause for that detail?
Yeah, he's not out there singing, he's
not singing Whitney Houston like I Want to Dance with Somebody.
No.
Which is a great karaoke song.
It is.
FYI. But back to, okay, so let's just rewind back a little bit.
Okay.
Demi Lovato had her birthday recently where she brought her friends into a private karaoke room.
Right.
And we didn't end up getting to talk about it. But I was going to ask you then, and it's still relevant. Like, is it cool or cringe for these massive pop stars to invite people into a karaoke room and basically do like a private performance for them with a karaoke mic?
Okay, so if it's your own friends, so let's say it's Demi Lovato and her inner circle, cringe.
Right.
Super cringe, gross, transferred embarrassment for you.
100%.
I am embarrassed for you in this moment.
Agreed.
I could never look at you in that moment. I could never make eye contact with you if one of our friends was singing their own famous people pop song.
Weird.
I would die.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber, in his case, if it did turn into like a little performance, let's say somebody at the Chicago pub said, hey, I want to hear you sing Baby, whatever. Sure. Maybe he just, caught an excitement wave and decided to put on a little show.
I guess it was multiple songs. And it was from his new albums. Yeah. I could understand if it was like, Baby, like sing us the classic.
Yeah.
But if I were him, I'd be like, I'm going to sing an Ed Sheeran song and do a cool cover of it.
Yeah, you're right.
To sing your own song to me is like, that is narcissism to the next level.
It is cringe.
In general. And the reason why, I used to sing, I'm asked all the time, like, should we go do karaoke? I'm like, I cannot. Because if you can't take karaoke unseriously, then I don't want to do it at all. You can't be at karaoke taking it seriously. Like that is like, that's cringe. Next level, even if you're not famous, but like you like to sing and you go up and you're belting like Celine Dion, I don't know that we can be friends anymore.
We can't.
And that's why I don't do karaoke, because I know that I can't take it unseriously at all. And I don't know, this whole thing just like gave me the heebie-jeebies a little bit, but I'm sure the people who were there were really, really pumped.
So pumped.
That Justin's singing Yukon in Cambridge, Ontario.
Like, who would have thought?
No.
He really is having a moment with karaoke right now.
Right.
He really does. He's been sharing a lot of content of himself in what looks like karaoke spots.
Yeah.
With those lights that rotate on a rainbow kind of pattern, singing by himself.
Lights.
He's just he's really into his karaoke thing. I wonder if he's kind of treating it like rehearsal time now, because he is going to headline Coachella.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So now he's just,
practicing for Coachella, right?
Finding his groove. He's practicing for Coachella in Cambridge, Ontario. Just getting warmed up.
It's not impossible.
For next spring.
It's not impossible.
We also got a little glimpse into some of the Bieber family core values.
Right.
Justin shared these on his Instagram.
Right.
There's a whole bunch of them. The ones that kind of stuck out to me were...
They're like house commandment. It's like a list of 10 things.
Yeah.
That would be like something that you would read, in a business or in a community center.
Right.
Like a code of conduct almost.
That's right. Code of conduct, North Star.
Yeah.
This is what we come back to. So we value innovation and moving the human experience forward, which I found interesting. Maybe that is the Skylark shoe. Maybe that's the innovation piece.
A peptide.
A peptide is an innovation. Are you feeling?
I feel I feel that.
Your human experience has moved forward with that lip peptide?
I mean, you could argue
that
my human experience has been at least amplified.
I'm really glad.
My lip line has been amplified by the peptide.
I'm really glad.
What I found to be interesting, so some of the themes were like, we value rest, we value longevity, we value quality of production, we value innovation, we value health, we value sustainability, like in a nutshell, right? What I didn't hear was we value quality time as a family. We value loving one another. We value loyalty of relationships. Like, I'm not saying he doesn't value those things, but this specifically read like almost more of a business values system versus a home value. And maybe it was for his Skylark. Like, he didn't, like, in nowhere does it say a commitment to each other, a loving of the family,
right? Family first,
quality time, being grounded. I don't know. There was just like nothing. Like, there was nothing personal, commitment, relationship stuff. It was all like, okay, so you're committed to sustainability, but you're not committed to your wife? Like, where was that?
Right. Who came up with this? And did they sit down one night with the MacBook and just start typing it up? Okay, babe, we really got to put together our
this is what we need.
Our 10 commandments. So what are you thinking? And then to print it,
hang
it up, frame it, hang it up, and share
many
it.
Steps involved in that.
You really got, if you're going to commit to the printing, the framing, and the hanging,
100%.
You better have run this a bunch of times and edited and rethought and reworked it. You know what I mean? You can't throw up the first version. This needs to be reworked.
It's been copywritten, and
so there's
also
the
like some strange
printed version.
What is with the capitals? Like some
that, you know that much that was driving me nuts.
Well, yeah, I mean, so some of the words are capitalized completely, all caps, and then some of the words are capitalized like the first letter, but they're not the first word in the sentence. So I'm like, how do we determine caps? Don't
you remember what happened to me with Jeff Bezos' wedding invitation? And it broke my OCD brain. It was bad. This broke my OCD brain. I'm like, why are there random capitalized words in the middle of a sentence and it's not consistent and there's no formula to it and it doesn't make any sense? And now my skin is crawling because it's so wrong and I just want to find out where they live and rip it off the wall and re-edit it so it's clean.
Yes.
And looks better.
All
it's
of that.
Wrong.
I want that for you.
No, but you know what? Maybe nobody edited this thing. Maybe
this was first version.
First
version
V1 on the wall.
V1. Because they value sustainability, so they couldn't print another one.
There it is. Okay. We have got some juicy stories this week in the Big Three. So Nina Dobrev and Shaun White have called off their engagement. The timeline of this, folks, is interesting.
Yeah, I've got some
very interesting
to say about this.
We do.
Yeah.
Taylor and Travis. It's been a rocky week.
Yeah.
Or a couple weeks anyway, for Travis and the team. Taylor went to the game. We didn't see her.
No.
And we'll get into
allegedly
all that.
she was there.
Allegedly she was there. And also we've got an update on Taylor's deposition in the It Ends With Us lawsuit.
Yes.
So we'll bring you all that information. We're going to get over to the Emmys, what we saw, what happened, what we loved, fashion, all that stuff.
Yes. And then we have to talk about Margot Robbie.
We do.
The it girl of the moment.
And forevermore.
And forever.
And forevermore.
Who is an it girl if it's not Margot Robbie?
Honestly.
And is it the end of Skims? Because the thong is back.
It is. It totally is.
So we'll talk about all of that.
Ain't no one wearing
the outfit that broke the internet.
No one's wearing a Spanx anymore. That's for sure.
Nara Spanx.
We are done with support garments.
Yes. Or at least she is.
Yeah, exactly. I will never be. Okay. I like to layer them preferably. All right. Nina Dobrev and Shaun White.
Yes.
This was a bit of a shocker.
It was.
It really was. So they've been together 5 years.
Yes.
They've been engaged for a year. We've seen them share, their engagement. They're building a home.
Yeah.
Lots of loved up photos on their social media.
Lots of travel. Lots of famous friends and just popping up in different sort of Hollywood spaces.
Yeah.
Obviously, Nina, we should say, is a Canadian actress, right? First of Degrassi fame and then of Vampire Diaries fame. Shaun is an iconic, legendary, the best there is of professional snowboarders,
Yes.
right? Has won every single gold medal you could possibly win. And I always thought that they were such a cute couple. I was like, oh, interesting. He was always kind of a gawky, awkward guy, and then kind of had a glow up, and then they found each other, and they've been together for 5 years, engaged for 1.
And they looked really happy.
Yeah.
The timeline, though, which I would love to unpack with you, is where the investigation begins.
Yes.
Okay, so August 31st, they're seen at a farmer's market together. She's wearing the big 5-carat diamond.
Yeah.
They look happy.
Yes.
Everything looks normal. Okay. September 2nd, they celebrate his birthday. Again, we see some social media content. Everything looks well in the relationship. September 5th, someone comments on Nina's Instagram on a post she made. Yeah. Saw your fiance in Austin, Texas last week at a bar. His friend came up and threatened me to put my phone away and not take pictures of him with the 2 girls he was with. I didn't have my phone out or realize who he was at this point. Somebody else chimes in and says, you know, how did it look? And she said, didn't look like they were just friends.
Right.
Okay. Then Nina goes over on TikTok and posts a lip sync video. And the lip sync part was, what's your advice for women trying to fix their man? Was the audio overlay. She said, listen, Bob the Builder, he's got 10 other women trying to fix him too, and you all look like a damn construction crew.
Right.
Okay. September 7th, she comes to Tiff. No ring.
No ring.
Just again, this is a very tight couple of days. September 11th, they announced the split.
Right.
What are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, it sounds like something happened basically within the span of like 1 or 2 days.
Yep.
To do, I guess, with that comment on her social media. So basically, Nina was blindsided by this comment. She was posting compilations of their travels to Greece.
Yep.
These beautiful, very loved up videos of them together all across Europe. And that was posted just basically, actually the comment that you're talking about was left on one of those compilation videos of their trip to Greece.
Yes.
You don't post videos like that or compile them on Splice, like sitting and editing these beautiful videos, if you're thinking you're on ice with your partner.
Nope.
She went into that feeling solid. Apparently they were planning their wedding.
Yes.
They were renovating their home. They have dogs. And she, I think, thought everything was peachy. So to be blindsided in this way, we don't know exactly what happened, but obviously she went to him with this comment and said, you better fess up, or like, what's going on here? And some shit went down.
I think you're right. The loved up videos tell us everything, because anytime, listen, we've experienced breakups.
Yeah.
You go quiet.
Yes.
You kind of share it with your own inner circle. You're not sharing a whole lot publicly or anything like that. And that's how celebrities operate too. Or we start to see distance and stories get either leaked or planted.
Yes.
They haven't seen it. Like with Jen and Ben, they weren't seen together all summer last summer, remember? And then the rumors started. You're seen without your ring. You're seen in a bit of a tiff.
Right.
That's how people start to get the sense that you may be splitting, and we start to anticipate a split, like Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom.
Yeah,
same thing.
exactly.
Months of swirls, months of rumors,
And then it
and then
happens.
announcement.
Yeah.
That was not the case here. This was like loved up, love fest, lovers in love,
48 hours
getting
later.
married, renovating a home,
Yeah.
planning a wedding. It's over.
And then it's over.
And I think the public statement of it, like confirming the split, was for her own self. It was like, I need to come out with this publicly because I can't go back. Like, I need to declare
Almost holding
this.
yourself accountable.
It's holding myself accountable
Right.
that I'm not going to go back to this person. I need to leave. And I obviously love this person. We've been together a long time, but I can't go back. So I need to tell the world so that I don't do it. She she had their engagement photo pinned to the top of her Instagram. That's been removed. He's still on her Instagram, but it's only a matter of time, I think, until you kind of clean that up and remove those things. But it does look to me, it has all the makings of, as you said, a blindside.
And
that's really sad.
He has limited comments on his posts because he has been bombarded with people being like, you fumbled a queen.
She is.
And he's apparently like also deleting negative comments. He's obviously a dirtbag. when I was going through some of their posts.
Tell us how you feel.
Yeah. When I was going through some of their posts, I had forgotten some things about him, and I'll get into that. But the first thing I noticed was I went to their engagement post just to like brush up on exactly how that went down, because he did this whole elaborate thing.
He did.
In this caption, he was telling on himself and telling on them. In the caption, he says, you know, whatever, she said yes, da. And then he says, quote, "We've had our struggles, but it's our ability to communicate and repair that keeps us moving forward. And I guess we're doing the damn thing."
Ew.
So if you have to say in your engagement announcement that you've had your struggles, but you have communicated and repaired, I feel like you've messed up a couple times.
Yeah,
and
have.
She's forgiven you.
This is giving last straw.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Right? What happened this week.
Yes.
But
she was probably like, this is the nail in the coffin. I've given you so many tries. You proposed. You said this wouldn't happen again. And I feel like he felt like he had to come clean in the middle of that engagement announcement, basically saying that they've had struggles. And I read that as he's stepped out, or he has not treated her as well as she deserves.
I completely agree with you. It is such a weird thing to put.
Such a weird thing to say that.
It is so strange.
It's like his conscience just can't stay in.
And did he say, "I guess we're doing the damn thing"?
I guess we're doing the damn thing.
The "I guess" is also
it's
very
so
telling.
Strange.
It's so weird. I guess we're doing the damn thing.
Reports say that she had been putting pressure on him to get the engagement done, right? She was 35. She was feeling like it's time. And to say "I guess" is like as shady as Ed Kelce saying that Taylor is getting antsy.
Yeah.
Like, you don't use those words.
You don't.
In these moments.
No, you don't.
And so that was a red flag for me. Obviously, knowing that they've broken up, that like going back, I'm like, we should have clocked that, but we didn't. The other thing that I forgot about is he's not sort of a dirtbag. He was actually accused of sexual harassment in 2016 by one of his bandmates.
Did I know this?
We knew this, but it's like Nina repaired his reputation because she's beloved. Yeah. Everybody loves her.
She's amazing.
She's amazing. She's beautiful. She's normal. She's liked. And I think she kind of buried this bad press that he was getting between like 2016 and 2018. The lawsuit was filed in 2016 by his bandmate, who alleged that he would send her inappropriate photographs over text.
I remember this.
That he would force her to wear revealing clothing for their performances. He ended up settling that lawsuit, which also tells me something. Mm-hmm. So I forgot about this because I feel like Nina rehabbed his image for us to the point where, like, well, if she co-signs, then he must be a good guy.
Sure.
Yeah. Because Nina deserves a good guy.
Of course.
No. Not a good guy.
Well, when I looked further into the comments section after that comment was left by that woman, you wouldn't believe what people had to say about their own experiences with him being exactly as you said. Dickish,
not nice.
In a whole bunch of scenarios.
Yes.
Any people
even like snowboarding.
You probably saw them too. Their experiences, their encounters, their personal moments with him.
Yeah,
not great. No one's like, nice. Hey, this is a great guy.
Stand up.
Evidence against him is overwhelming in terms of how he behaves and how he moves through the world.
Yeah,
there's not a lot of he's amazing.
Right,
great snowboarder.
Yeah.
No one's
very talented.
No one's gonna dispute that. But on the human side, not looking great.
No, and even on the snowboarding side, he's like a legend. He's actually banned from certain resorts because of how he treats the staff. Yeah. Like, he is like not a nice guy.
Not a nice guy.
So
how did she end up with not a nice guy?
I don't know, but I feel like it's like, you know what? I know it hurts right now, but she is going to be so grateful that this happened.
Yep.
And you're right. She was probably like trying to ignore that feeling in her gut for years and years, and finally couldn't ignore it any longer. And now she's out, and we wish her the best.
We absolutely do.
I think she should get into that whiteboard and maybe like hook up with like a Austin Butler.
Okay. She's back. She's out
needs
there.
a little like rebound whiteboard action from last week.
Onto your whiteboard.
Yeah.
Did you see that it's come out now in a recent book about why she left the Vampire Diaries?
No.
Okay. So she left after 6 seasons. She played the main character, but her character also had a multiple character situation. So she actually played more than one character. So that meant more time on set, more lines to memorize, just more work overall. And she was paid much less than Ian Somerhalder and Paul Wesley.
No way.
Yes, she was. Significantly less. And she fought and she fought. And she did end up getting more money eventually, but it was nowhere near what those men were being paid.
No.
You know? So
are we still doing that?
I guess we're still doing that. So she left and she said it wasn't about the money. She walked away because of the principal. And I was like, you know what, Nina Dobrev, I see you. I've been you. I understand you. And I applaud you. And it's not an easy thing to do.
It is not.
And for her to have to go through that and to feel so undervalued and her work to be so diminished.
Yeah.
And to have to show up every day knowing she's making way less than these people who are doing way less than she is.
Right.
I see you. I really, really felt for her.
Right.
So we know this is a strong woman is what I'm getting to.
Yeah.
Because she went through that. She stood up. She fought. She did what was right. And that's what she's going to do again this time. She has that inner strength and that fortitude and that compass. So she's going to be A-okay.
Yay, Nina.
Yay, Nina. I do really feel for her.
Better off without this douche anyway.
Exactly. Next. All right. Taylor Swift.
Yes.
And Travis Kelce. Okay. So she went to Travis's second game of the season. This was the first home game for the Kansas City Chiefs. It was a Super Bowl rematch because it was against the Philadelphia Eagles, who they lost the Super Bowl to last year. Look at me and my sports knowledge.
Yes. Coming with
What?
it. Oh my God.
And they lost. They are 0 for 2.
They didn't just lose.
Yeah.
Like Travis fumbled for that losing point. Like he fumbled his catch so that they could make a interception. Look at us.
Woo!
Oh my God. This is basically a sports podcast now. So he fumbled and they won. And then he had a meltdown.
Yeah, he did.
Like he crashed out.
Yeah, he did.
And it was caught on camera.
The screaming, I'm so sick of this shit.
He threw his helmet, which I just think like, I don't love when men behave that way. The throwing of the clubs or the rackets or the whatevers.
It's
like,
not cute.
I understand you're frustrated. Okay, so we'll give him a pass this time. I don't want to see this as a pattern. I don't love that kind of like angry display.
Agreed.
Anyway, he threw his helmet. Yeah, and he said, I'm sick of this shit. So obviously there's some tension. And I could have called this. Like, of course there's tension. The pressure on this whole team because of his situation.
Yes.
I just think like the Taylor of it all and the him coming back before he retires for one more season to win, all of these things are putting them in a pressure cooker.
Yes.
And of course there's going to be tension. There's going to be frustrations. And I feel for his team really, because I think it's like no other team has this kind of optics. This is unprecedented, I think.
No other team, no other player.
Exactly.
Like really, he is one of one.
Right.
And it is.
But his team has to also endure that same tension.
Of course.
And I think
you're right.
like it will be interesting to see how that plays out. Like that's not usually a recipe for like gelling and feeling super connected as a team.
No.
I worry for them. And 2 games in a row. So to lose the first 2 games in a row is not great.
No.
Apparently, this is the first time this has happened since Patrick Mahomes became the quarterback.
Yep.
And the first time this has happened since 2014. And before that, the last 6 times that they had this rough of a start, they didn't make the playoffs.
Like the idea of not making the playoffs is it's a possibility.
Of course.
It's always a possibility, but starting your season like this, the possibility looks a little bit greater.
Yeah.
It would be such a fall from grace to go from, getting to the Super Bowl 3 years in a row to not even making it.
and
dying inside.
Already declared that they're gonna win before they, and we've been talking about this. It's like the amount of pressure that he has put on the team and that they have on them, and the eyeballs that are on them in comparison to what it usually would look like for a normal football team in a normal football season. It's so different.
I have a stomach ache just thinking about it.
It's horrible.
Like, my stomach hurts. It is. So Taylor was at the game, except nobody saw her.
Right.
And in the strangest thing I might have seen in a really long time.
Right. Well, it's giving Doechii at the Met Gala.
It really was. It really was.
Get the umbrella. I need 4 umbrellas.
It was a wall constructed and wheeled out.
Yes.
It was panels.
Like a partition.
Yeah, that unfolded like an accordion.
Yeah.
So I don't know who built this, when they built this, how this happened.
Yeah.
I have seen celebrities hide, try to protect themselves from being spotted, have a lot of like DL security stuff. I've never seen anything like this.
Right.
Never. This is unprecedented. So it was this moving wall that moved as she walked. So it was on wheels, like
there
a
was people
rolling rack.
on either side rolling it as she moved forward.
As she moved.
Blocking her from the cameras.
Yeah. So she was there. We did not see a single glimpse of her during the game. No photos were taken.
Right.
And the NFL broadcast did not cut to her once.
Right. So this was obviously orchestrated from top to bottom.
Yeah.
My question is, so we've seen her in and out of that arena like dozens of times. Why now she doesn't want to be seen when she's been so visible? All these countdowns, the podcast, the announcements,
the highest viz,
the engagement photos front and center on Instagram in a collab post. So suddenly you're like camera shy. What's going on?
She's basically wearing an orange hunting jacket.
Yeah.
High viz.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
Look at me. It's so true.
And now she's trying to be in camo
and hide,
orchestrating this whole thing. So my thing is like, why is it? If it's because you are trying to draw less attention to yourself so they can play their game, like just stay home, babe. Can we just watch this from home?
Well, I guess she wanted to be there, or maybe there's a superstition thing there. Maybe he feels like he needs her there to win. I don't know. I thought the same thing. And then I'm like,
it's so extra.
It's so extra.
Drawing way more attention to it.
Well, I think having lost the first game, there was even more pressure to win this second game. And so maybe she was trying to take the visibility off her and keep it focused on just, supporting her partner and not being seen. Yeah. It didn't work because now we're just talking about the big giant wall that they constructed.
Yes.
There's also people who are saying she's keeping a low profile because her album's coming out in a matter of weeks and she's just trying to keep things like she's trying to shut off the world right now and just come out with the album in a new way, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
There are some people saying she's pregnant and she's being hidden for that. And then there are some reports that say because of the shooting of Charlie Kirk last week, security's at an all-time high. So it's just like extra heightened security at all times and just feeling like she needed to really bubble up in that way. So
kind of. I mean, okay, sure. I mean, I can't speak to whether or not she feels afraid. I can't imagine what that would feel like. There has been a ton of gun violence. Again, stay home.
Right.
Stay home and like let it simmer. She was seen that night out at Patrick Mahomes' birthday party. So we know she's not pregnant. We know she hasn't changed her look. So they literally went out and there were photos taken of them, of Travis in that stupid short suit at Patrick Mahomes' birthday party.
Did you hate that?
I can't. The girls in the Instagram DMs know because we've been DMing about like the horror of those shorts. Basically, like, do we think he can even sit in those shorts, or would like those seams would just bust open?
I didn't hate it.
Oh my God, what?
I did not hate it.
Which part did you like?
I don't know. I just thought it was a vibe.
No,
you hated it.
A full suit jacket with tight shorts.
I didn't hate it.
Just wear a full pant, bro.
Maybe it was hot. He's got good
hot, but he's wearing a full dress shirt and a jacket.
I don't know. It was kind of a mullet. It was short.
It was a
short
and
and
suit mullet.
It was. I really didn't. It didn't bother me at all.
I really didn't like it.
I was more offended by his blouse last year than I was by this.
Yes. Nothing will ever beat that. But anyway, so she wasn't pregnant. She hasn't changed her look, which is something I thought maybe it was. And it's like, okay, so you went from the highest viz possible to letting us in on everything to being like, oh, they can't even see me walking. Like last week, she was at a college football game.
Yeah, you're right.
So what's going on? I'm sure there's a reason. Again, we're not underestimating Taylor. It's what we're not doing anymore.
Never.
I'm sure there's a reason. I don't know what it is. And it seemed a bit excessive. It was more like, don't look at me, but like kind of look at me. But but then spend the rest of the week wondering why you couldn't see me.
Right. You're totally right. It's like what Marigold does. Don't look at me, my 5-year-old. And then she's like looking over her shoulder at you.
She's like,
and then
to make sure you're looking.
Of course. Oh my God, you're totally right. Okay, do we want to dip into where Taylor is or isn't with the It Ends With Us legal battle?
Yeah. So obviously Taylor's been a thread in this lawsuit for the last few months where Justin Baldoni's team has been kind of dangling her, like, we're going to depose her, we're going to depose her, we're going to subpoena her for all her text messages, but nothing's actually materialized. Then at the end of last week, his team released a statement saying, we're going to depose her, and she's given us the dates that she's available.
Right.
Then her team comes back and says, well, actually, no, we haven't formally been asked.
Right.
But if we're asked by the court, we will comply. We're not available until the week of October 20th. So Baldoni's team was left scrambling to ask for an extension from Judge Lyman because basically September 30th is the deadline for all of the depositions and all of the subpoenas and everything to be collected and discovered and submitted. So they had to ask for an extension. And so over the weekend, it was like, will she or won't she? Will he grant them this extension so that she can be deposed? Judge Lyman said, not today, Baldoni. It was denied.
Wow.
So it actually sounds like Taylor is in the clear.
She's out. It's over.
This is a huge loss for Baldoni's team. I do think Taylor has probably some tidbits of information that would be helpful for their case.
Yep.
I'm happy she doesn't have to be deposed because obviously protect Taylor at all costs and she should not be dragged into this. But I do think that she has information that could be of value. So I see it from both sides. And I just think, you know, Justin's team came out guns blazing early on. He really had the advantage. Mm-hmm. And they have just fallen apart.
No kidding.
This is a huge fumble for them.
Another one.
Yeah. Another one. And another
Where is
one.
the trolliest troll of all trolls?
Exactly.
What's he doing?
Yeah, well, they've also brought on new legal counsel. Like, he's still with them, but they've expanded their team and they brought on new people. Like, it doesn't look good for Baldoni.
It doesn't look good at all.
And this is just another fumble in a line of consecutive fumbles.
I like that you're using the word fumble in this sports heavy
well,
story.
I know. It's a really appropriate word.
You just tied that up with a little bow. Wow. Okay, my sporty queen.
Yeah.
Want to get into the Emmys?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, right. It was, as we talked about when the nominations came out, massive year for TV. So many huge shows with big leading casts were up for Emmys. I think the thing that surprised me, The White Lotus, The Bear, and Nobody Wants This. 3 mega shows.
Yeah.
Big cast. Huge audiences.
Yeah.
Got nada. It just tells you how competitive television is right now. There's a lot of great stuff to choose from, at least on the streamers.
Yeah, I feel like it tells me it's not rigged. Like I was kind of expecting some of these big names to be on that stage because I think that I think that the Emmys could use that boost of having that kind of star power. Like, we've seen the Hacks people win time and time again. Like, I'm bored by that. Like, I would have loved to see Kristen Bell up there. I would have, loved to see what's your boyfriend's name from The Bear?
Jeremy Allen White. Yeah.
Like, we would love to see these people on stage, and they were totally shut out. Who wasn't shut out, though, was Seth Rogen.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. I love that.
I know.
What a night for him.
What a night. And I love the show. Like,
it's great.
I love the show. So I was happy to see it.
From stoner movies to an Emmy sweep is crazy.
Like an armful of Emmys.
No, they actually broke records. The Studio, which is Seth Rogen's show, set a new Emmy record for most wins by a comedy in a single season with taking home 13 awards.
That's right.
And they took that record from The Bear, who won 11 last year.
So that's the new record to beat.
Yes.
Yeah, I loved it. I was so happy to see that. Yeah. The carpet had some cutie couples. Yeah. Leighton Meester and Adam Brody.
Yes. Oh, we love them.
We do. What are you going to say? There was a hesitation.
I mean,
it's the hair color.
A pregnant pause. The hair color is part of it.
Yeah.
That tell me if I'm wrong. This is the color that happens when your hairdresser makes a mistake.
Or it's the hair color that happens when you're ready for a refresh. It's like the faded out.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Either way, like we're coming in faded for the Emmys.
This is not the goal color, I don't think. This is not what we wanted to achieve.
I don't think it should be, but I'm confused by her. Also, why was he dressed up as Dumb and Dumber? No.
On fire today.
Like, wait. I feel as though Adam Brody and Leighton Meester don't know how big of stars they are.
Whoa. That's an observation.
They need a stylist. Like, they need to be dressing like, I just think they need to elevate their image.
Yeah, you know what they're doing? They're acting like mom and dad who just stepped out
Mom
for
and
the
dad,
night.
I have it written here. It's giving so mom and dad.
But then if you look at Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard, giving elevated Hollywood couple.
Yes.
You're right.
Yes.
They don't know who they are, which I find very cute. And I also find that very attractive.
So endearing.
I love when there's somebody who's so hot who doesn't know how hot they are.
Yeah.
That's what's happening here.
Yeah,
we need to know that he's having
stylist.
like a huge moment.
Huge moment. And I think we'll continue to. And, you know, she's in the show now. Like a lot of eyes are on them. They were one of the, I think, biggest draws on the carpet. And that dress and his suit, it just wasn't doing it for me. And I feel like someone needs to come in. Some big stylist needs to come in and help them with their image. Someone who needs no help, Selena Gomez.
Oh my God, in that red dress.
Just an absolute star.
I know.
Just a star.
She is.
I love the comparison from last year to this year. Obviously, she was with Benny last year, but he was in the sidelines. This year, they posed together for the very first time.
All loved up.
They made their red carpet debut at the
cute.
Emmys this week.
So
and
cute.
I think that we are days away from that wedding.
You do?
I do, because I think she was just in a press tour for Only Murders, right? She did that huge press tour. They were on all the late night shows, junkets, things. So I think she was waiting for that to be over. Then the Emmys, because Only Murders was, nominated. And now I think the wedding is either the second to last or last weekend in September. That's my prediction.
I love it. You're right. I think because, listen, we've had the Bachelorette and they are so all over each other in this moment.
They're in that phase. You can tell. It's like it's imminent.
They're on the runway. I love seeing
what
them.
did you think of Scarlett and Colin, but more specifically Scarlett's dress?
The butter yellow?
Was it?
Or was it just a cream?
It just looked a little like sweat stained.
Wait, I didn't see that.
It was giving sweat stain color.
Oh, like when your white t-shirt.
Yes, but then the whole dress of that.
Oh, I didn't see that. I just thought
Did it look butter yellow to you?
I guess it was all different lighting and all different cameras and all different flashes.
I think she can do better.
In general, she could do better. We've seen her in some really outstanding dresses. This wasn't my favorite by any means. But then again, nobody for me was like, that was jaw-droppingly incredible. Not one. I had okay choices. Okay. Like I liked Michelle Williams in her white sheath. I thought that was really chic, very Michelle. It was the most interesting thing we saw. I liked Hunter Schafer in red, but again, it was a gorgeous red dress.
Yeah.
And again, I like Selena in that red dress with that kind of Nicole Kidman look.
Yeah, very Nicole.
But like, did you have any like, oh my God, I want to wear that?
Well, I don't think I could pull it off, but I'm obsessed with everything Jenna Ortega is doing right now. And that jeweled, listen, she is a young it girl who's definitely making a statement. What Jenna's doing reminds me of what Zendaya did.
Yeah.
So Jenna's not a huge star, but she's in this big show. She was a Disney star. She's trying to carve space for herself. What she's doing is showing up in these incredibly sort of like fashion forward outfits that isn't for, People Magazine's best dress list. It's more of like, maybe it's a little bit polarizing, but you remember it.
Yeah.
You remember it. She's making a statement. I think, we forget that Zendaya wasn't a star until she started working with La Roche and started appearing on these carpets that she wasn't even really invited to be on, in these crazy gorgeous outfits. And obviously she's beautiful and all the things. And that's what Jenna's doing for me right now. I think she's using the playbook of Zendaya.
I like that. She's pushing all those boundaries.
Yeah,
and
she
trying
is.
To stand out.
And she's being memorable.
I think you could pull it off. I personally did not like it.
Right.
at all.
Yeah, it's not your style. And it's not my style either necessarily. I just think like it was something different. It was young. It was, avant-garde.
Yeah.
It was giving something different. What did you think of Sydney Sweeney in the red Oscar de la Renta?
It was fine. It was predictable. It was kind of what Sydney Sweeney does. It was beautiful.
And
body
and
corsety and that's it.
Yeah.
Her hair always looks amazing, and that was it. I'm not going to remember that.
Right.
Ever.
And that's my point.
Yeah, there was nothing really stand out memorable for me. You're right. Jenna Ortega is the only one that kind of...
Yeah, I will remember Lisa from Blackpink.
Yep.
But Lisa, who was also in White Lotus.
Yes.
That beautiful, like cotton candy couture dress. I didn't know if I wanted to like... take a bite of it or have a nap in it. Like it was like a cloud or like, I don't know. I really loved that.
Yeah, that was a good, that
and
was
again,
a
like something
showstopper.
Like, let's just take a risk or two, you know? I understand that the Scarletts are not going to take risks and the Natalie Portmans are not going to take risks. And, you know, those are the people that should be predictable. But the Sydneys and this young Hollywood, like, they should be having some fun.
Yeah, come to play.
Yeah, come to play.
You're right.
Yeah.
Scarlett could have done better than that column dress. You're right. Mm-hmm. All right, let's get to Margot Robbie.
Let's do it.
Okay. She just happens to be literal perfection.
What the, like...
No, like in her person.
What in God's creation
I don't know.
is this? Because she's
perfect.
Gorgeous physically, like probably the top most beautiful people that ever lived.
Yes.
She has that old Hollywood kind of vibe and face and all of the things.
With a girl next door thing.
Yes, but she's also the nicest person and so genuine and endearing. And I love what we're seeing with this this press tour with Colin Farrell for their new movie, The Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey, which looks very sweet.
It does.
I love Colin Farrell.
Do you? You got a little Colin Farrell thing.
Back on the day. Are you kidding me? Dead, dying, done.
Party Colin Farrell?
Oh, God, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that
I get it,
yeah.
obviously.
I mean, he's obviously a very reformed party boy. They seem to have a very genuine friendship. It's really sweet to see.
It's lovely. But you're right. She's just one of those people. She's so kind. She's so real.
Yeah.
Not a bad word has ever been said about her.
No.
Have you heard a bad story, a bad headline, behavior on set? Anybody who hasn't said she's an actual angel on earth, who happens to be one of the most gorgeous people as well.
Living, yes. Okay,
so she had a baby 10 months ago.
Right.
Steps out at the UK premiere of this movie in a naked dress.
The most naked.
So naked. And what I loved so much about it was the mental gymnastics she would have had to go through to get herself to pull that dress off a hanger, put it on and step out in it.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't want to think it has anything to do with like a bounce back body or showing anything that off. I think it was just like this, I feel good. I feel so confident.
Yeah.
I went through this seismic change in my life. I've become a mother. I've obviously taken care of myself and bam, this is what I'm doing. I loved it. I just
love
loved
it too so much.
I felt very empowered.
And obviously like every jaw was on the floor. Everyone's freaking out about this dress.
Crazy.
And she said, I dress up like this for my girlfriends. She said, I'm just so excited for them to see what I'm wearing. I don't care what everybody else thinks. And I love that. She is notoriously like a girl's girl.
Absolutely.
She loves her girlfriends. She always references them. And, you know, we don't really know a lot about her life behind the scenes. We know that she's married to Tom Ackerley, who was kind of an actor, but like turned director, behind the scenes guy. They got together just as she was getting famous.
Yep.
Like she had just filmed Wolf of Wall Street, or it had just come out.
So good in that.
She was, and that was her breakout role. So she hadn't really popped off yet, but they met filming a movie. He was assistant director and fell in love kind of behind the scenes.
Cute.
And then they started a production company together. So they're like a powerhouse duo. They produced Barbie, they produced Saltburn, they produced a number of movies that she's been in. And I love that she describes him as her normie. Yep. So she loves that word just like we do. And I think that choice of a partner for her really speaks to who she is.
I think so too.
Yeah.
She was asked about a Barbie sequel.
Yeah.
And I love what she said about it. She said, I realized that the thing that I get the most satisfaction from in life is things or people reaching their full potential.
Right.
And Barbie was a movie that reached its full potential. Like everything I wanted for it happened, you know? There's nothing more satisfying than that.
Yeah.
And I love that because so often we see the opposite where something is successful and people feel the need to capitalize on it and let's make more money from it.
Let's just wring it dry.
And then it loses what made it so special to begin with, and it loses the power of it.
Sex in the
Sex in the City. I'm looking at you. And I love that she's like, yo, you know what? It's perfect. And it's as is.
Yeah.
We don't need another one. And I think she's right because they could never replicate even close to the impact of the first one.
100%.
And I fully respect that she's made that decision.
I love that
easy
too.
to go back and be bankable, right?
I love that so much.
Yeah, she's incredible.
Have you seen the new trailer for Wuthering Heights?
No.
Okay, so she's in the remake of Wuthering Heights.
Okay.
It's also co-starring Jacob Elordi.
Okay.
Everybody, not suitable for work.
Okay.
Not suitable for the kids being around.
Okay.
But do yourself a favor and watch the trailer for Wuthering Heights.
Okay.
It is like softcore porn.
Come on.
It is actually like, I was blushing. I cannot wait for this movie to come out. It is racy.
Okay.
Like,
this is an endorsement.
I mean, just watch it.
When's
and
this
then let's
coming
talk
out?
about it in the DMs.
When is this coming out?
I think in the new year.
Okay.
I think, but the trailer was just released. So go watch it and then find me in the DMs, and that's where we can chat more about it.
I'm watching that now.
But no, I just love her so much.
So do I. She is a queen.
The range and all of it. She's a great role model.
She really
for
is.
all of us.
She really is. Mm-hmm. We love her. Mm-hmm. And we love you all so much. Thank you for being with us again this week and for getting in those DMs because we do have the best time in there.
Yeah.
You guys are the most fun.
We have the best audience.
We really do.
Yeah, we love you guys so much.
We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you for listening, sharing, watching us on YouTube. Commenting is always appreciated, and a follow, of course, on any of the platforms you listen on.
Yes.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
Did I?
Yeah.
All those key messages.
Yeah,
bam, bam,
great.
bam. Like
She's
I've
got
done
it.
this before.
Oh, yeah.
We'll
like
see
a pro.
Next week.
Bye.
Bye.